today's video is about When You Get Shot in Front of Them, Part 2. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. Bakugou Katsuki. When you arrived at the hospital, you were not fine at all. The doctors were rushing to the emergency room, and he was just so worried about you. What could happen? Were you going to die? No, that would be the end of him. He really needed to help you. Did they need blood? He was going to find it. Search for it everywhere. But how? Honestly, he would kill himself for you. He didn't know what type of blood you were, because it was just not an important topic to actually talk about when you first started dating. But oh God, he was willing to do anything just for you to wake up. But now he was regretting actually not saving you. Why did he even go to the other side? Why did he leave you alone? He could have helped you out. He said you could take care of that villain, but still, was he dumb enough to actually believe you? He didn't mean that you were actually a weakling or anything, but still, leaving you alone even though he came to the mission because it was hard for you. That was such a dumb thing to do. He should have been with you. And one thing he knew was he going to arrest that villain that shot you. Turned out actually, the villain that he killed before leaving to the hospital was not the same guy that shot you. And so he was going to find him. Sooner or later, he was going to. And he made that a promise to himself. He didn't know what happened, but he just knew that he blacked out and that he had a nightmare about you dying. When he woke up to someone touching his shoulder to wake him up. Huh? Oh, sir, are you here for Y.U.M.I? Yes, that's me. He quickly stood up. He just needed to know if you're okay, that's all. Sir, there aren't really many things to tell you, but one of the main things that I should is that they're okay. He released a breath that he didn't know that he was holding. So, they're okay now. Yeah, they're okay. They actually weren't that bad when they first came in, but the only problem was that they lost too much blood. Nothing more. Although, they do have a few broken bones, just here and there, and many bruises, but it's not a problem, sir. It's not major. Do you need the blood? No, sir. We actually found them, but you could go visit them. They're in the first room in the right corner. 818. He nodded before going to the room. Now, when he came in, you actually had a lot of bandages around you. Were they sure that you were okay? But yeah, at least you are alive, right? He came close to you and kissed your forehead. He couldn't really describe how happy and glad he was for you to actually be okay. He was never going to let anyone hurt you after this. He stayed days in this room, going out, working, and then coming back. He always made sure that you were okay, even though you didn't wake up yet. But still, he was always by your side. Even though you weren't actually awake, he was still with you, which you were going to be glad for when you wake up. One day, though, he got called by the hospital. Someone told him that you were awake, and he literally ran, even though he was in his agency, which he shouldn't. He quickly ran to your room, going inside. Oh, so they weren't actually lying. You were there, eating, and you looked very pale. It was not that okay, but at least you weren't dead. At least you were awake. Moyan. He quickly looked at him. He didn't even realize someone was there. Oh, Katsuki, it's nice to see you here. You muttered. Your voice was still quiet and shaky from not using it too much. Yeah. I mean, it's nice to see you awake. I'm happy that you are. I've been here a lot and I kind of was losing hope. Oh, were you? Sorry. I was just... Don't worry about it. I'm just glad that you're awake. I just want you to take care of yourself from now on. Better care, Y.U.M.I. Right. You nodded slowly, not wanting to hurt your neck too much. You still wanna eat? No. I actually feel a bit tired. I could go sleep instead. Yeah. Go on then. I'll be with you. I'll watch you from here, okay? You nodded again, this time feeling drowsy. Just a few minutes later, he looked at you, and you were sleeping. And oh god, he really missed it. He missed seeing you sleeping. And he'll make sure that he never leaves you again like that. Todoroki Shoto. When Todoroki arrived at the hospital, he knew something was wrong. Everybody was rushing around, going into your room and going out. You're supposed to be okay. It's been days. So, what exactly happened? He then came into your room and saw you. You weren't doing that bad. You just needed blood. Which was okay, knowing that you actually lost a lot of blood. A few hours later, and you were once again okay. He came to you, but you were looking paler than usual. You did lose a lot of blood after all. He then came next to you and kissed your forehead. Oh, just how much he missed you. He wanted you to be awake again, to be happy and to be by his side, to go home with him and sleep together again, cuddle or anything. He just knew that he would do anything for you. Everything, actually. He just wants you to be awake and okay. I miss you, Y.U.M.I. And then he felt a squeeze on his hand. I miss you too. He heard you say quietly, and he finally smiled. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye.